Okay, now it should be the right one. What are we drawing today? I have no idea. Um, I don't know what the fuck is going on with the stream thing. Okay, now it should be deleted. Now there should only be one upcoming stream or stream that's happening on YouTube. I don't know why I was doing that on YouTube. Um, but hi, hello, welcome. I don't really have a plan for today for drawing. I honestly forgot I was gonna stream. I like, I remember how I said I'm gonna try and do a schedule and like keep it. Um, that is this. That is what I'm doing. I'm keeping the schedule even though I don't have a plan. So here we are. The good thing I removed that webcam last week from my computer because that was trying to like go live on my computer. So like I would have just had like a full-on face cam right now. And that would have been crazy. Improvise, adapt, overcome. My middle school teacher used to say that all the time. I had a dream about him last night. Crazy enough, actually. I had a dream that I was working in a bar, not a bar, in like a coffee shop with this other guy. And it would have been diabolical, right? When I look all like busted and shit, my hair is all everywhere. Um, but in the dream, for some reason, we end up like he ends up saying he's gay. I don't remember why exactly that happened in the dream, but it did. And I was super shocked in the dream, and like I feel that way even now. Like if I were to find out that information now, that'd be crazy. Cause like we were like in the I was working in the coffee shop, but like it was like the coffee shop was like upgrading the way in like a game does, and like a food sim game does, how like you unlock the drinks and then you unlock the bakery stuff, and then you unlock like it just keeps adding on to stuff. And so in the dream, I was working there when it had first started, right? And then I was like distracted by like other customers and stuff. And by the time I went back in to go to work, they had unlocked stuff all the way to like smoothies and stuff, and I had no idea how to do anything. And I was so confused. But like because I guess I was chatting with people, I got distracted because I'm a yapper. El sueño más chido de Nora. Literally though. Literally. I was like it was to the point where there was like a bar and I was standing there and I was like, why are we selling alcoholic drinks? Welcome in, Tyler. Welcome, welcome. And I looked at the customer and I was like, I don't know how to do that. I dream my tavern life. Yeah, literally. I was like I didn't even know how to use the register. And so they like the other worker who was there who was also my friend was like, "Okay, go make the drinks." And they like pushed me towards like the bar area. And so I'm standing behind the like bar and I'm just like looking I'm like looking at the owner because he is also standing behind the bar, and I turned to him and I was like, "I don't know how to do any of this." And he just looks at me and he was like, "You can do it." That was it. And so I just started grabbing stuff and making stuff, and I was just like, I hope that's how it is. Me have literally have never served alcohol in my life. But like that's how I know I play those games way too much. Now I'm dreaming about fucking restaurant simulators. Everything, everyone. You can, yeah. He was super like hot. It was such a shame. He was like, he looked like an old man top from a BL manga. He looked like old man, long hair, facial hair, chill, like super relaxed. Like that's exactly what he looked like. Lexi, you know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. Like super tall. Not like super tall, but like no, like 6 foot, which I don't think is like insanely tall, really. It's just tall. I think that's just tall. That's like normal tall. Me dreaming about farming after playing a little bit too much Stardew. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Hey RJ, it's going good. We're just getting started. I was just saying I actually only started streaming because I said that I would be better about streaming, but I don't actually have a plan. So, so here we are. And then I was talking about my weird ass dream. I always have like really weird dreams. I don't really know what to do. I just go and like it's crazy because like I when I'm dreaming, I'll start lucid dreaming towards the end. Carlos! Hi, I was just talking about my dream. Like I always start lucid dreaming towards the end, and I'm always like aware, like, oh, this is like if a dream is going like if it's going like a way that I don't like if there's like two options, like in the dream, I'm with other people and they're like, this, let's go do this. And so we start going towards that. But then in my mind, I'm like, but I don't want to do that. I want to do this other thing. So then the dream will shift to what it is that I want to do. And I'm aware that I'm the one that made that happen because it's a dream and I'm doing what I want to do in the dream. Which, like, I don't know what that says about me. Multiple option superpower. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But the crazy thing is, I'll never lucid dream where it's a dream where I'm talking. Like if I'm trying to like I guess I try to like talk in my sleep. And so but and it's because I can't move my mouth and stuff in the dream, it feels like there's something wrong and I can't use my mouth. And then I start freaking out and so I start screaming, but then I wake up because I'm screaming with my mouth closed because I thought I couldn't talk in my dream. I always have lucid dreams, can't relax even sleeping. Bruh, that's literally the worst. That's sleep paralysis? Is that what that is? Sleep paralysis. I've had sleep paralysis before, where it's like you're awake, but it's like I'm not awake because I like wake myself up doing that. Because it would be, because that would be like I'm awake, but I can't move my body. But it happens in the dream that it's like I'm like talking in my dream, and then all of a sudden I can't talk, like my mouth feels super heavy. And and then I start like, yeah, and so I start like freaking out. But that's because I'm like waking up. It's not just body paralysis. That's crazy. That happens to me literally all the fucking time. When I was in middle school, I woke up one time laughing and I scared the shit out of my sister. I can't remember why. Norah morning voice pack. My ex girlfriend woke up like that too one day. Am I drawing a cat? Yeah, I guess so. It just became one. It sort of has Garfield ears, but that's okay. If I do I don't even know like how, like what even is in a voice pack. I've never even bought a voice pack. Shut up! Don't do it. We just started. Don't do this to me. You love the attitude. Thank you. Thank you for redeeming kitty time, Fluffinia. Thank you, thank you. For anybody who is new, kitty time is redeem on Twitch. And so for the next 15 minutes, I have to say nya at the end of every sentence. Thank you very much, nya. Um, Here we go, nya. Maybe like a bear, yeah, like some kind of cute bear, yeah. Isn't it kind of like the Secret Times and Lads? I don't know. Oh, would that be it? Yeah, like the Secret Times and Lads. Oh, after I finished the stream, everybody, yeah, last time because I needed to rush to get the Raphael for his birthday. I did get it. I did end up I did end up pulling him, so thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank you for being understanding that I had something to do. That I had an emergency I needed to get to. Yeah. I almost forgot my yeah there. I know Lexi didn't get it. Such a shame. Did you guys do Care Bears? Did you guys? Yeah, I guess. Did you? Were you guys into Care Bears as kids? I loved Care Bears as a kid. Okay, that's actually a pretty stinking cute heart I just did. Yeah. Yeah. Lost 50-50 to Caleb. No, yeah, that's the worst. Yeah. You got into it for your niece, but besides getting honey, not really. There was like Care Bears movies, right? Because I don't think they have like a show. It was just movies. Um, we had the like VCRs, and we loved those. Like me and my siblings, we would just watch those all the time. And I've talked about before. I'm like a little bear kid. I don't know why, but I like vividly remember just really loving Little Bear. Especially the Little Bear episode where he is trying to get the moon from the reflection in the water. You liked it a long time ago? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Super long time ago. And then I was also The Land Before Time. That was also another thing I was really into as a kid. The leaf stars and all that. You love The Land Before Time? Me too. Hang on, I need to go turn the light on for the birds. All right, yeah. Um, um, yeah, I think we followed her last time. So if she's like on, she'll pop up. And if I remember, I don't mind rating it again. Oh my god, Fluffy, thank you so much for the subscription. What the fuck? Thank you. Thank you, thank you. You did not have to do that. Yeah. Is that a kitty? It is a kitty, unknown. Yeah. You got an ad and it reminded you. That's funny. I was just watching The Greatest Showman. I love cats. Nice. I also really like bats. I think bats are really cute. 3 months and it'll be a 1 year anniversary for you. That's pretty cool. Okay, we're back on the Dan and Phil beats on Spotify. Let me know if it's too loud. Oh, you rescued a cat? That's great. No. That's so sad, yeah. Thank you for redeeming kitty time, Fluffy. I almost said yeah again. Fuck. You always do this to me. You always get me, right? Right. He was loved. Yes, that's true. As long as he was loved. It's everything you ever want. Sorry, it's in my head. I should not have watched The Greatest Showman before this. Then it'd be stuck in my fucking head this whole time. Bro, can I tell you guys the disappointment I felt when I first watched that movie and he started going off with that lady, with the singer? Like, I trusted him and then he disappointed me as a man. I could not believe. I was so upset. And just because of his pride. You never watched it? It's good. The songs are good. The songs are good. The story's, you know, fine. It's a good movie. It's a good musical. Yeah, how could he, Nia? How could he, Nia? Okay. Like here-ish. Here-ish. Hey Shadow, how are you doing? Back at it again, huh? Back at it again here at the stream. Yeah, weekend's going good. I hope yours is going good. I made a chicken salad today. So I've just been like eating that all day. I've had 2 bowls and I ate it with crackers. And that's been my meals today. You should get back into it. It's always fun to start drawing again. I'm also like super not used to it. I still have like fucking commissions I need to do for Fluffy. That Fluffy just never reminds me and just like lets me go off and forget or postpone them. Crackers are a favorite, especially with cheese. I know with cheese kind of girly unless it's like melted. I'm like super picky about how I eat my cheese. Unless it's like Mexican cheese, in which case then I'll have it with almost anything. Yeah, no rush means no rush, but it also means that like I put it aside and then completely forget about it. My eye's twitching again, guys. I don't know what's going on. Oh, I also went to the doctor's this week because I was like having a hard time breathing. But I was like, it's the annoying thing about being like an anxious person is that you're constantly feeling like it's hard to breathe, right? Despite knowing that you can breathe just fine. But I was like having issues with it. So I like made a doctor's appointment because I was like, enough. I've been suffering for like 2 weeks. I'm tired of it. So I went and he was like, yeah, your allergies are so bad that they're like swelling the inside of your nostril so that it's hard to breathe. And I was like, excuse me? I was like, that can happen? And he was like, yeah, so we're gonna give you a different nasal spray and a different kind of like allergy med. And I was like, sir, excuse me. I was like, so I'm not, I was like, thank God I'm not crazy. He was like, no, you're not. He's like, it's your allergies. And I'm literally so pissed because like, I cannot believe, and this past year is when my allergies have gotten so bad. Like I used to barely get like hay fever every now and then, and that was it. But like in the past year, my allergy reaction has gotten so bad. And I'm just like, I don't understand why. Wi-Fi's wonky. No worries, no worries. I'm here chilling, doing nothing important. No worries. Take your time. You just have allergies in the morning? I have them all day. Like it's non-stop. It's crazy. Yeah, it is good you don't get sick. I was sickly as a kid. And then recently I haven't gotten sick, but like I've been having issues with my allergies. There we go. Finally an eye. Why has it been so long? Why did it take so long to draw an eye? It just kept coming out wrong. There's my trick for doing eyes, guys. Last time I was sick was back in 2020 with COVID, but that was 6 years ago. Holy shit, that's such a long time. Good for you. You got a fever and it humbled you? Yeah, because you don't fucking take care of yourself. It doesn't surprise me that you got a fever. I have not gone into anaphylaxis for allergies. Thankfully. I don't think they're that bad, but I've just been like having such an issue dealing with them. Nuh-uh, I have a really strong immune system. Fuck off. Don't come here to show off. Nobody likes to show off. You work out a lot? Nice. I've been slacking. I started doing more of my workout. I remember I mentioned that last week that I hadn't, but I've done more. I'm getting back into it. I'm just really not liking how I'm doing any of this. Like, what are we looking at? Are we looking here? Are we looking here? Like, what are we looking at? I think we're looking this way. I think I'm gonna make the executive decision to say we're looking in this direction. The eyes look really good, thank you. Share my routine. I don't have a routine. If you didn't work out, you would go insane. Yeah. For the mind, for the body. Yep. My routine, it's literally whenever I feel well enough to do my walk. Whenever I feel well enough to do the 30 minutes walk, then I do it. But I just like try to eat like snacks that have protein in them. Like I'm a big like granola bar fan and stuff. Oh my gosh, if I ever develop an allergy for things that are in granola bars, I'll literally kill myself. I don't know how I live. I don't know how I make it out of it. How I would make it out like of living that way. There's no way. I'd rather end it all. Access lives. I was just saying that if I was ever allergic to things that are in granola bars, I would just end it all. Can I draw you? Dude, I just had the hardest time drawing this. I don't even know who this is. But I will, yes. The other thing I have a hard time with, mouths. What even are mouths? How do you draw them? I feel like the eyes are way too big, so I'm gonna have to like go in and fix that, but like I've always looked at like people are like draw a mouth like this or draw it like this, and I try to do it and I'm just like it just doesn't look good. I don't know what to do. You know what? Maybe we make them more pronounced. This is just someone who doesn't sleep. That's right. Allergic to kiwi. Am I doing fan art? No, I'm just doodling. Maybe I'll make like a pathetic man. That's like the vibe I'm feeling right now. Vibe is pathetic man. The Bible. Which guy? Which guy do we have that's like decrepit? Not decrepit, but like pathetically overworked. I don't know how to draw men. I'm gonna be honest. That's not true. I don't know how to draw anyone. We've talked about this. I don't have the skills enough to do like anatomy. So I just draw gender neutral creatures constantly. My only anatomy check is, should a hand be doing that? And then that's it. I don't do anything beyond that. Okay, I'm thinking something like this, and then like a little wispy. A little yeah, there we go. I don't like that. He would glow up over the story. Have you, Access, had time to write the quick summary version? Because I do have to do that. I do have to get started on the drawings. I was telling Fluffy that if the lore video requires narration, I'm gonna have him do it. It just would make my life easier. It would just make everything easier if Fluffy was the one to do it. Not you. No, because the main narrator would be Fluffy. Because there's a voice Fluffy does. I can't remember where I heard him do it, but I liked it for the narration part. They're excited to watch. Please don't be. This is the level of art I produce. Like like thinking like a little vest situation going on. Beautiful crying piece of fuck. We'll talk later. Yeah. Yeah. Do you have time tomorrow? I'll message you. I made his neck so long. Whoops. Whoops. A full chibi lore story would be good. Yeah. I mean, we could definitely do it like a chibi version. I don't mind doing that.
This is not an apology. I apologize for nothing.
Maybe we should apologize.
Maybe they'll apologize to us.
And then we'll live happily ever after?
Sure, okay. This is a song about us and you. Or maybe it's just about like generic artists and their communities. Honestly, I'm
What
not
is
sure
this?
from whose perspective the lyrics are from. But if you relate to any of
You you deleted Twitch to make space for Love and Deep Space. That's so fucking real. I was gonna say, he's kind of giving Victor. Which, like, I do love Victor. I don't know why I made his collar so high. I don't know what I'm doing. Nobody mind the Dan and Phil blasting in the background.
Hashtag love you. Hashtag ad.
hashtag cancelled, hashtag dads.
It's not illegal. It can't
Well, Lexi is also a fellow degenerate in everything. Lexi is a fellow Fujo, a fellow Vlad's player. I'm the only one who never had. No, I didn't have one. I was. Oh, did my phone die? Hello? Why did it do that? No, I was talking about that last week. How I literally, it's so crazy to me that I never had a Dan and Phil phase. Like I knew of them, but I wasn't their fan until literally this month. Like this past month, I like got recommended one of their some of their videos. It was like a TikTok video, and I was like, oh, they're actually really funny. But I was saying it last week how like it's so crazy to me because I was saying I was in the internet space to get into them, and I just never did. Yeah, because it's like apparently like all like yaoi enjoyers were like in their shit constantly, and I just like never knew anything about them. Yeah, especially because I was like in like the One Direction fan space. You know, I was like a Directioner for real. I was like in it. You said something nice to him and he's embarrassed. You were a rusher. Oh. Who was it with that? No, it wasn't. It was the like Australian one. The one where like Zayn on Twitter was like coming at him for like they were like fighting for no reason. I don't even remember what they were fighting about. Yaoi and 1D, but you never ran across Anna Phil is almost incredible. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like I was super in Tumblr as well. I was like a super like Tumblr kid. Yeah, I know you're like a fan of them, but I didn't know you were like like there's a difference between being like a fan of someone and then being like the name of their fandom. Like being like, "Oh, I'm a fan of BTS," and saying I'm an army are two very different things. There's just like so much. Like if you had told me at any point that you were like, "Oh, I'm a rusher," I would have been like, "Oh, like Axis loves them." I was not a super Hulock person. I was not, unfortunately. Or fortunately, depending on who you ask. Dude, I don't know. You've been going to a lot of concerts. I didn't know if you just like wanted to like go see them for like nostalgia's sake. I didn't know you were like in it, you know? Yeah, we were not super Hulock. Which is crazy because I did watch Supernatural, but but I guess I stopped watching it. So I never transitioned from just watching it to like going into like the internet space of people who watch it. I watched it when it was like airing on TV. Because I was also like a teenage CW girly, right? You know, like Vampire Diaries, The Magic Circle, like all the stuff that aired on CW. I was like a CW girly. You were very in love with James? See, I did not know this. Yeah, see, like as a teen, I was like super into it, but it was also kind of scary. Because I've always been like a little scaredy cat. It got a little scary, so I stopped watching it. I was too old for Supernatural. Yeah, I think you'd have to start watching it as like a young person. It was before we met. Probably. Yeah, because I mean, by the time we met, I was like out of my One Direction Directioner era. I was in my anime era at that point. I had been in my anime era for a while at that point. It was your boy. James was your boy when you were a kid, Lexi. I need to like connect you guys when Axis gets back into like being in fandom. Because Axis has been Axis is in the love and deep space right now, but like casually, I would say. Yeah, Lexi gets you. That's what I'm saying. You guys would get along so well. We could all get along and talk about yaoi and love and deep space. Make the Discord group chat. I fucking should. Here. I'm gonna do it right now. Okay, there, I did it. I have made the chat. Victor's ears are behind his hair. His ear's kind of here, in the gap. I did think about the ear. It's in the gap. Right here, but over here it's covered. You can't see it. You watch like 10 seasons? That's crazy. I did not watch that many. He's like fiddling with his hands in the back. Like kind of like. Yeah, you can't see it, but he's like messing with his hands in the back. You also watch them? You guys are so funny. I also still haven't watched Heated Rivalry. I stopped. I'm just really uncomfortable with sex scenes. I can't help it. I like understand and like I like their relationship, how it's progressing and stuff. But like it just makes me really uncomfortable and I just like end up skipping through a lot of it. Yeah, but I'm like, I feel like that's part of it, you know? Isn't that part of like why everybody likes Heated Rivalry? It just makes me uncomfortable. Like I've said this before, I enjoy only seeing drawings of that kind of stuff. Whenever there begins to be movement or sound, that's when it's too much and I need to walk away from it. But that's literally like the whole episode, you know? Like there's like 5 minutes of the rest of the episode where they aren't doing anything. It's so good, is it? Okay, I'll just skip through it. I just felt like, because sometimes I feel like you're missing part of it, I guess. If you skip that part. Like you're missing parts of the like friendship, or not the friendship, and they were friends. They were best friends. Of the relationship. If you like skip like the intimacy, because it's like Like, what if they're talking about stuff in the middle of it? You know? What if they talk about stuff in the middle of it and I skip through it and now, like, I missed that conversation? You don't think so? I always worry that there is, like, that they're saying something important and I'm just, like, gonna miss it. Alright, thank you, Victor, for making an appearance. You were precious and I love you. Next. Ooh, that's a nice one. This is Axis. I'm drawing Axis from memory. From memory, okay? Don't get mad. Don't get mad at me. This is from memory. You can't get mad at me. It's from memory. And you got like this like shawl thing going on, what I remember. For reference, I have drawn Axis before. I've done emotes and I've also done other stuff. You have deer ears? No, you don't. I think. Dude, do you know the last time I drew you? You have chanclas? I remember that. I remember you got you got some chanclas. And I don't know what your clothes look like. I know it's pants. I don't know what your shirt looks like. I told you can't get mad. You cannot get mad. I'm drawing you from memory. What do you expect? You're expecting too much from me to draw you from memory. You know how many years it's been since I've last drawn you? So, not me giving you like a 5 head. That's crazy. Okay, and then one eye is pink and the other one is orange. It was before you went on hiatus? That's crazy. I don't even remember when you went on hiatus. It's been so long. No, make the eyes big again. Okay. If I looked at a reference, I could definitely do a much better job. Let me look at the reference I have. You do have deer ears. Okay, yeah, and you have like it's like almost like a tube top. Okay. Okay, I see. Honestly, not bad. Honestly, it's not that bad. I got I got a lot of the like I got a lot of it down, I think. Like compared to what I drew, you know, it's not that bad. Sorry, I only have the bald pictures of you. I don't have any normal ones. I don't have any of your normal ones. Look, it's not that bad. It's actually very similar. I even got that you have dangly bits. Okay, like we can fix it. I couldn't remember what kind of eyebrows you had. Why do I have the same picture twice on stream? I'm saying. Okay, the ears are too high up. That I understand. That is definitely wrong. Okay, they're down ears. That also have piercings. And this is the hair that Axis has. Okay, you can't see it here, but it is but it is the yeah, I did give you elf ears. Oh, and you had the cross pupil. That's right. That's right. You have the cross in the pupil. The eyes can be fixed. Here, we'll set it aside and I'll I'll redo one. Do you have a chibi of you with hair in the Discord? I can't remember if you do. Here you go. Oh my gosh, you have so much art, I forget. The ears. I really shouldn't have forgotten the ears. That's like the horns and the ears. Sorry, the antlers and the ears. And the hair. I just didn't do the eye shape. I almost had it. You dumped all your commissions there. That's fair, that's fair. Also, I think I found the artist I want to use for the anniversary. I was talking to Fluffy about it. And Fluffy also thinks that they look like they're good. Have I listened to Girl Set? I have not, no. Are they good? I saw something about their comeback. Because I thought, wasn't Girl Set having issues with the company, so I didn't want to like watch any of their stuff. Which artist? I'll send you the link. You're obsessed with Twink? Tweak. Sorry. You know where my mind's been. Let me look. The only thing I've watched recently is Yena's comeback. Girl. Tweak en español. I can't help that I like how twinks look, okay? It's like they were made for me, you know? So I'm listening to it. It's good. I like that. You won't make me twink. Make me twink. They sound good. How many of them is it? 4 members? I don't know anything about them. Oh, I've seen the beauty shop scene. No, I don't want you. Why would I want you? Sir, we are friends. I don't want to want you. Plus, when I say twinks, I'm talking fictional 2D twinks. Real life twinks are usually also not my thing. Rarely have I ever seen somebody who's like truly like I see them and I'm like, wow, beautiful. Like Yetao from fucking from that Chinese survival group. It's good. I like it. Little Miss. It's playing Little Miss. Yetao is a goddess. Yeah, that was so pretty. Holy shit, dude. Like I don't blame Bam Bam because I was the same. I'm no better than a man when it comes to Yetao, and that's real. Ooh, okay, I see. I see what's going on, Lexi. Little Miss. Okay, I'm gonna have to listen to them. I'm gonna have to listen to them. Yeah, that's the person. The one that Bam Bam wanted so bad. That's cuz I was like I saw that Fox performance and I was like I'm no better. And then recently there was like he was doing the that trend of like the like big man, small man or whatever, and he's doing it with I think the like youngest member, younger member of the group that came from that show. And Yatao looks so small. Like, holy shit, dude. I was like, that's insane. Let me see if I can find it. And like, literally looks so gorge. So gorge. Like, how? How is someone so beautiful? Hmm. No. No, I don't see it. Damn. I saw it on Instagram. We must get Yatao out of Nugudum. I'm saying. But it's hard for like Chinese groups to get popular like overseas. Yeah, it's like that's like it brings back that whole thing that we've talked about with like media and how like if you make media hard for people to find, like they won't be popular. Like that's why Japan are like Japanese like boy groups also have a hard time when they try to go like like to a larger audience because it's just like Japan makes things like less accessible. Yeah, and like have I seen Milk? No, what is that? Milk? The fuck is that? I have been keeping my eye on Cordis recently. Oh, it's a boy group. Oh, it's a Japanese boy group. Oh, they're kind of old. Oh, they have kind of crazy music. I'm down. I like that. But that's what I say. That's like one of the strengths of K-pop is that they make everything so accessible. Like everything's on YouTube. They have like their own thing. Like they have like Weverse and stuff and like shows like TV. If they show up on like a TV station, TV stations will put like a highlight of when that appearance was. So they make it so much more accessible. And that's why I think that's one of the big reasons why K-pop does a lot better than other pop when they try to break out into a bigger audience. It's just harder to find stuff. Like I remember when I was trying to get into like J-pop, like J-pop idols, it was so hard for me to find anything. Cause like, you know, like back in the day, I don't know if they still do, but AKB had like that like show. They had like the variety show that they would do. And it was so hard to find like the episodes for that anywhere. Hang on one sec. Why is it my legs? Oh, because I was gonna have it be like, I just never added it, but I was gonna add like toilet flushing sounds and like crowd sounds to make it seem like you're waiting in like a public restroom. But I just like never did. But that was like the plan. Dude, gross. That was the plan. And so it was just like me, it's like POV me waiting in line to use the bathroom. Well, I never did, and we're gonna change it up anyway. I still need to figure out how I'm gonna... It's so hard trying to figure out like a design. Why is this on the same layer? Why did I do that? You're so cute. Okay. Have fun. Friends. I've been reading more Danmei too. I'm just like, I like, everything's burning and falling apart, so I'm just like reading like the most like brain numbing like rich man CEO takes care of innocent Omega. Like that's the kind of stuff I'm reading right now. Like I need comfort. I need comfort, and this is the only way I can get it. You're also doing that, Lexi? Dude, fancy that for real. I'm saying, dude, I've just read a really good one. And I like saved it because I was like, I gotta send this to Axis. This is actually really good. So I'll send it to you. Because it was actually really nice to read. I really liked it. You want to watch Junjo again? You're doing that bad? Oh boy. Junjo Romantica, huh? I feel like we talk about Junjo every 2 weeks. Why do we talk about it so often? We gotta stop bringing it up. Okay, bye. I saw that Go For It Nakamura-kun's coming out. That's fun. How about we talk about that? That was your childhood? Please, this should not have been your childhood. That is the least thing that should have been your childhood. The only worst thing you could say to me right now is that Loveless was your childhood. Or fucking, the other one. What's the other one called? The one where they're, like, step siblings or something. And he's, like, taking care of him. He's, like, raising him for some reason. Where the boy's blonde. No, the man is blonde. The boy has brown hair. And it's like the young boy grows up and he's like, I love you now. Jesus, what is it called? You have news for me? What is the news? I can't think of what it was. Something, Super Something, maybe? That's the show that I'm thinking of. Super Lovers? Is that what it was called? Was it I'm looking it up. Super Lovers. It was! That's the one! Oh my god, it was such a faint, like, thing in my brain. There's 20 volumes of this? 5 years later, Ren comes to Tokyo, Japan, claims Haru as his new brother. Will Haru adjust to the role or keep his promise? Blah, blah, blah. I don't really remember what the plot was, to be honest. I do remember him taking care of him, and then it, like, the fact that they, like, have known each other for a while. I don't remember much else. It's still going? Loveless was your childhood? Stop. That's so insane. I remember I saw one episode of Loveless or something like that, or I read a chapter of Loveless, I can't remember, and I was like, this is too much for me, because this was when I like had first started getting into like manga and stuff like that. But I was like, this is way too much. Like I cannot personally handle this. And I like yeeted out of there. There we go. That's actually much better. I like that a lot more. There we go. Let's flip that now before I do anything to it. There we go. There's one even worse, but I don't want to talk about it on stream if you don't know it. There's one that's worse? What could be worse than that? Than the two I just mentioned? There's no way there's anything worse than what I just mentioned. Unless it's killing stalking. Which would be insane. Send it to me on Discord. Send me the title and I'll tell you if I know it. There was a lot that I was just like, this is way too much for me. Like, I don't want to do that. I'm curious about which one you're talking about, because I feel like we have really similar taste. So like for you to say that, it has to be like some insane shit. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Ooh. Okay, I don't... I've never heard of this. I'm Googling it. Hang on. Ah, yeah, no, I don't do that. If that was ever tagged and stuff, I never... It was on YouTube? That's crazy. Yeah, no. If it ever had like, like the crazy thing is that like that's one thing I never got into. It was insane to me. Also, I feel so bad for Axis that I just like left him out here bald. He has hair, I promise. He has hair. I just don't have the screenshot where he has hair, but he does. He has it. And it's brown and it's pink at the bottom. Okay, I promise he has it. They do. I think BL is way better now than it used to be, for sure. Who the fuck? Thank you, Fluffy, for redeeming kitty time, Nia. For anybody who's new, kitty time means I have to say Nia at the end of every sentence for the next 15 minutes. So thank you for that, Nia. There's a sign that's warning everyone that kitty time is upon us, Nia. Um, but no, yeah, for sure. And I know people say there's like a lot of like stuff that used to be in it before that was like in every chapter, and I strongly believe that that stuff was only in it because publishing houses thought that that's what people wanted, because you only ever really saw that stuff in like published works. Yeah, I feel like toxic BL now is nowhere near the way it used to be. Like there's one that I've read that I liked. God, I can't remember what it's called. For the life of me, I can't remember what it's called, but I did it have something to do with like crime? Jesus, it's been so long, I can't remember. I can't remember. But it's like an old one. It has like the old like the old like art style and everything. But I just can't remember what it's called. And it was only like slightly toxic. Like the toxicity was like light compared to the kind of stuff that was usually out at the time. You really had to like dig through the trenches. What was it about? I'm pretty sure it was like they were criminals, or like the like top guy was a criminal. He had black hair, and then the other guy was a college student. I can't remember his name. But he like starts working at the office, and he's just like the normal like he's like a normal like coffee boy kind of thing, and then they start like liking each other. Oh, they meet. Okay, so they it just came to me. So they originally meet because the guy who becomes like the like gopher or whatever for them, he finds out his boyfriend was cheating on him with the mine guy, with the like the mine guy, the like mafia guy. He finds out he was cheating with him, and then for some reason he gets into like an argument or something with him, and so that leads to like him having to go work there or something like that. God, it's been so long. No, it wasn't a show. It was only a manga, I think. But it wasn't a show. But you know what other one I like that's an oldie is fuck. Why can't I remember the name? Another one I know that it was animated. Fuck, what is it? It's like it's a boy, a high school boy. He has to he goes through a toilet into like the demon world, and he gets into like an argument with like a blonde boy similar age, and he smacks him or something, and then they're like, oh, Kyo got him out, yes, and he smacks him, and they're like, that's a marriage proposal here, and so then they're engaged. But it's like it's supposed to be like harem coded or something, but like it never read as like harem coded to me. It was always like, to me it was always very obvious that it was like Wolfram and Yuri. Like, to me it was always obvious that was like the main, because like none of the other pairings really made sense. Like the only one I would say made sense was with Conrad. But even then it was kind of like, it felt kind of like they were forcing it. Like they were like, we don't really have like a second male lead candidate, let's just throw Conrad in here and make it weird. Right? Even though like for me it was very obvious that Conrad wasn't really like they like their relationship was obviously not meant to be read that way, I don't think. Or if it was meant to be read that way, it never came through that way. And I liked Yuri and Wolfram together. Because I like the fact that Wolfram looks very delicate, and he seems like he would be like really like annoying and stuff, but he really grows throughout the series. Because I remember I read the novels. How could I not remember the name when I read the fucking light novels? And like I remember people would always talk about how in the novels Yuri would never shut up about how pretty Wolfram was. Like he always talked about how pretty Wolfram was in his monologues. And people were like, this man is like in love with him. Because anytime he would like see Wolfram, or he would see like Wolfram's eyes, he'd be like, eyes as green as the bottom of a lake. Like constantly he would say that all the time. And I remember that. And like he like, the way Yuri acted, he made it seem like it was one-sided, but I definitely was not, I don't think. But they have a lot of words. Yeah, I know you're not a reader. The manga was interesting. It didn't follow, I think, what the novels are meant to be doing. Or the like plot of the novels. I don't think it follows, because I don't remember what the plot was, to be honest. It's been so long. But I think I remember people talking about how it didn't really follow through the way it was supposed to. And they like changed stuff because they added like a person to be like a love rival, like an extra person. So I remember there was like the person with the glasses in the manga who like died and came back, question mark. I don't really remember, it's been so long. But I remember I really liked that one. And then another oldie that I really liked, it was another demon one. And it was also like a harem-based one. But it wasn't really like a harem, to be honest. It's the one with Solomon. Do you know, Lexi? It was like, he's like a descendant of Solomon, and all the demons used to be servants of Solomon, and they were all like in love with Solomon or something like that. That one, that anime, I really liked. It was really well done. Yeah, they really like brushed it off. You don't know? It's another Makai something. How did they look? Well, the main protagonist, he was blonde with green eyes. BL anime with Solomon Dantalian, I think that was the name. I think that was the name of the main pairing that I liked. Oh, Makai OG Devils and Realist. That one. Yeah. Because there was the like the butler who turned out to be Uriel, the angel, and I liked Dantalian the most. Willem Twining was the name of the boy, the main character. You don't know that one? What? How do you not know that one? The manga on it was also very good. I remember. How do you not know? Oh my god, Lexi, that's so insane to me that you don't know it. Devils and Realist. Right. This one I really liked. Another one that I liked, but it wasn't really like BL, but I liked it as that, was Project K. I think that's what it's called, or K Project. Oh, I haven't been saying yeah this whole time. Sorry, Fluffy. Yeah. K Project. Yeah, K Project. I don't know if anybody's seen that one. That one's super like fan servicey, and like people have roasted it incessantly because it's the one that one they have like the jiggle physics that are absolutely insane. Like the women are sexualized to shit in that one. But that's not why I was watching. No. My eyes were on the man. Specifically, the leader. Specifically the leader of the fire gang, Mikoto. I think. Because plot, okay? The plot, okay. If you haven't seen Project, let me just lay down the law on what the plot was. Okay, so the plot is the fire gang's acting up. One of their own has been killed. Okay. All right. And so then later on there's evidence that the main character, who's like also kind of like weird, blah blah blah. We're not gonna really talk about him. He's not that important. Makayoji was like super like Devils and Realist was like, I don't think it was that popular because it was like when I was on Tumblr and it was like me and 3 other people who ever talked about it. Hi Kiki or Grass, welcome in. But basically, then we find there's somehow a recording gets out of what happened the night that the second in command of the fire gang was killed. There's a recording of it, and then it turns out that this boy is the one who shot and killed him. And so then the fire gang is like, okay, we're gonna kill this boy because he killed our dude. And then when you get a little background onto who this person was that was killed, he was a in my mind, okay, in my yaoi pilled mind, okay, in my Fujo pilled head, he was basically the mom of the group, okay, because he was the one that like offered, because the fire team also has like a child there. There's also a child. She's a part of the fire team because they rescue her, blah blah blah, and they take care of her. And they were the 2 leaders of the fire team were basically parenting her, and then one of them gets killed, and then Mikoto goes and like is like, I'm gonna kill him and everyone because fuck y'all, you killed him. And basically it was like, oh, he was his only tether to the world, because they'd always end up describing Mikoto as a lion, and they're like, his lion tamer died, so now he's acting out. And when you say shit like, oh, this guy is like gonna kill everybody and burn the world down because they killed one person, you think, in my mind, I think you're saying they killed the love of his life, so he's gonna go kill everyone. Yeah, when they said lion tamer and shit, I was like, what are you trying to tell me? What are you trying to tell me right now? And the only thing that like frustrated me to no end about about the fandom of that show was that people always shipped the red leader with the blue leader, because the red leader is like a street like gang kind of dude, while the blue people are like police, right? So you have like, oh, like the police leader who's super composed, he like wears glasses, he looks super elegant, with like the like more rough guy, which I was like, disgusting, get it out of my fucking face. Bring back the dead lover, okay? Don't you ever try to place him with someone else when he's trying to end the world because you killed his lover. Fuck off. So me and the 6 other people in that ship were the only ones providing any content. Because what I used to do on Tumblr is I would give analysis of episodes. I would take a screenshot of the episode and then I would be like, this and this and this and this, and that's how I think this and this. I was like one of those people. Never try to take the line away from saying what I'm saying. Okay? And the fact that they were raising a child together, like literally fuck off, dude. Like they were married. But anyway, that was all I really cared about in the show. So once like that sort of thing passed and they moved on to like the next season or whatever, I wasn't really into it. Because I was here for the angst, okay? I was here for the angst of the lion suffering because the lion tamer was killed. I wasn't in here for like all your like little god fight that ends up happening. But like it has some of the most like egregious jiggle physics you'll ever see in your life. Cause like the second in command of the blue like police force, the Blue Fire Police Force or whatever. She's like super big boobs, like hourglass figure, whatever, and like her clothes always end up being like ripped apart. Yeah, no, I don't blame anybody for not watching it. I mean, especially because like there's also the cat who's like, she transforms to like the sexy lady, which like doesn't really add to anything. Yeah, it was no. So the reason I started watching it was because I thought it was just so beautiful. That's the only way you get me. You get me with beautiful art, and I'm sat. I'm like ready. I'm watching, and I'm like, okay. So now what? Now what are you gonna give me? And then I got to like that part where they talked about that, and I was like, that's it. I'm here. Yeah, it's gorgeous. It really is. It's such a shame. It's such a shame that it's wasted on stuff like that, but it's gorgeous. But the Devils and Realist one, I really liked. Even though it's meant to be also like a harem, it doesn't read as a harem to me. I think it's very obvious. Like what the pairings are. Cause like I said, it's more like a hello, where are you from? Everything's meant to be in those terms. Yeah, I know. I can see like the only one I would agree that like has like some extra that you could like consider is the one with the butler. Because it's like originally the main character, his family's rich, but then I forget what happens. I think his uncle steals his money, like his family's inheritance. And so he ends up having to like he goes to the butler and he's like, "Hey, I can't pay you anymore. So you're like free." You're like good to go. And the butler is like, "I'd rather die than leave you." So like I can understand from that perspective how it's like, oh, it's a butler who's like super loyal. But like, I don't know. I think it's because once he becomes like the angel and he's like merged with like the angel, or like he finally starts living like the angel or whatever. This is from Akaioji, the Devils and Realist. Once he starts like acting like the actual angel, I really started to hate him. I liked him in the beginning, not as a pairing, but just as a character. But the more he started to act like the angel, the more I was like, I don't like you. Like, you're being really pushy and annoying. My favorite was Dantalion. I thought he was the coolest. And he was the one who cared about the main character the most. Like, cared about his opinion and stuff. And then I felt it was very complex because, like I said, a lot of them, the demons you end up meeting were like servants of Solomon. And he was one of the ones to have the deepest relationship or connection with Solomon. So then you have this whole like this conflict of, oh, does he like this new guy because it's a connection to Solomon, or does he like this new guy because he likes him? So it's an interesting mix, and it's nice. I think there's a good amount of angst, but it's also like he's also willing to be like silly with the main character and stuff like that. It's a short anime, Lexi. It's like 12 or 13 episodes, I think. It's not a long one. I don't even know where you would find it though nowadays. Like, it's been so long since I've seen it. I have no idea where you would even find it. You feel like you did hear about it? You don't know why you never watched it? And, you know, sometimes it happens. You just like end up missing it. I don't really know what to do here. Okay, Fluffy, thank you. Bye. Thank you for stopping by. You think you had it on your list at some point? There's another one that there's another one that wasn't BL, but I read it as BL. It was, oh god, something Tempest. It's the one where there's a guy and his best friend, and they're looking for the main guy's sister. Because something or another. I can't remember. But the guy was blonde. The main character's blonde, I'm pretty sure. And his sister, I can't remember what it was about his sister. Something Tempest is what it was called. No, Tempest? Maybe. Let me look it up. Might be that one. I genuinely don't remember. Yes, it's that one. I also read that as BL. Their relationship. Because the thing with the sister made no sense to me. A lot of the time, it ends up being because, like, the relationship that they're presenting doesn't make any sense. But that's the one. That's the one. Thank you, Lexi. They're weird with familiar relationships. Because it wasn't No, it wasn't that like the brother was in love with the sister. It was that the friend ends up being like interested in the sister or something like that, or he thinks he's interested in he thinks his friend is interested in his sister, and then, like get in a fight or something like that. But like the relationship of the friend and the sister never made any sense to me. Like I didn't understand why like they liked each other. What connected them other than the creators being like they're meant to like each other, you know? And maybe that's just shitty storytelling and my brain being like, what if this happened instead? You know? He-Man, she-woman, literally. That's what it felt like. And so that's why I like decided like no, they're actually secretly in love with each other, and he's saying he's in love with the sister just so that he can like stay near them, so they can like stay together or something like that. I can't remember exactly what my thoughts were on it. I wish I could give you guys a more eloquent like explanation, but I can't because it was such a long time ago that I don't actually remember what happened. It's just one of those things. This is just not coming out the way I wanted to. Did I watch '07 Ghosts? No, I don't think so. No, I did not. What, is it gay? Is it a BL? It looks like it. It looks like it is. I mean, I don't blame you. Based on this cover that I'm seeing, I'm reading I'm reading somebody seriously reviewing it, and they are not a fan. They are not a fan of the show. I just wanted to click on the picture. I didn't want to see their review of the show. They didn't like it. They were not fans of the show. Why is my drawing so bad? Can we pause for a second and think about why the fuck that happened? Yeah, I haven't watched anime in so long, it's crazy. I'm like still, I haven't checked if that one that the Isekai BL that came out recently, I haven't checked to see if it's finished airing, so I can go find it and watch it. You haven't either? You had serious topics, but you didn't pick up on it. It's just the eyes I just wasn't vibing with. You know? I'm just gonna skip the eyes for a second because it's really pissing me off. I remember that there was a church and an army and powers. Yep, exactly the kind of thing a little kid would like and not notice if there was something crazy happening. That's kind of the point, I think. Is to like make it so that kids don't notice. Ooh, you know what's an anime that was really fucked up and I like still have thoughts about it to this day? Mirai Nikki. I think I feel like I've talked about everything already at this point. It's been 5 years, guys. But Mirai Nikki. That one's fucked up. That one's fucked up. I remember the first time I tried to watch it, I couldn't even finish it. I think I was like scarred. Like I didn't try and watch it until like after that first time. I watched it when I was like much older. It wasn't gay. There's a gay person. There is a gay character. There's a gay man in it. Yeah, he is killed. But he is for sure gay. Yeah. You know, another one of those like super boring main character that for some reason everybody's in love with him. Even though he sucks and there's nothing interesting about him. What are we talking about? The protagonist from Mirai Nikki, the anime. And how he's like every other fucking boring ass protagonist that has nothing interesting about him, but for some reason all the characters are in love with him. Yeah. Literally. Your internet's back. Welcome back, Tyler. Trying to think what else I watched that I liked. I think only one person loved him, and she loved him because he was nice to her and she was abused. Yeah, The main girl, what's her name? I forget her name. Juno? Is that her name? No, but there's also the what I was just talking about, the gay guy that died for him as well for some reason. I'm like, what was that about? Like, what could he possibly like about this boy? Like, enough to, like, die for him. Those 7 ghost plot. Oh, you went to go read the plot? It's serious? You hate those animes? Which ones? That one's like Ghost 7? Or, yeah. 7 Ghost? Or the one that I'm talking about? Oh, self-insert? Yeah. Ooh, you know what's this one, I feel like everybody who called it trash and someone called it I'm 13 and this is deep. Yeah. No, it's definitely, like, I was talking about how, like, some of the, like, stuff that happens, especially towards, like, the middle of it, like, when I first tried to watch it, I was still, like, a teen-ish younger, and it really fucked me up. Like, I couldn't really deal with it. So I didn't watch it until I was much older than I finished it. I was a few years older, not much older, but I was a few years older. And, had seen enough to be, and, like, could handle it. And it was, like, you know, it wasn't, it's not great. Like, the idea, of course, and, like, the concept of it is always, like, something that's interesting, but it's like I said, like, the main character really has, like, nothing going on for him. Yeah, exactly. I would never watch anything like it again. But, like, another a god tier BL anime that pretty much everybody has seen is number 6. Like, if you like BL anime and you've never seen number 6, that's crazy. Like, that's such a crazy thing to say. Morbo Sinplot? I don't know what that is. We're talking about animes I liked and hated. It's gonna be number 6. Liked because it was good. Hated because they don't end up together. Well, kind of. You never seen it? That's insane. How have you never finished it? You have never heard of it? This is insane. These are insane things that you guys are saying to me. It's so good. It's a dystopia. Because it was serious in your baby. Makes sense. Yeah. It's exactly. Lexi, about the Morbo Sin plot. That's literally it. Oh my gosh. Wow. I don't know that was a thing. But absolutely, that's exactly what it is. That's crazy. It's showing you images of it's spelled N-O-6. Not like number 6. It should be N-O-6. and then the character should be a white-haired character and a blue-haired character. He might also come up as brown hair because that's before. But they're so good. So I don't know what, like, I liked it, but then I didn't like it because they don't end up together. I would have liked for them to end up together. Oh, also Fluffy left with the posture check. I'm trying to think if I've ever seen like a fun like PL. Did I read the novel? Is there a new novel? I hadn't seen anything from it since I watched it. Are they non-binary? I don't think he's non-binary. He's just Nezumi. Is Nezumi non-binary? I don't think so. He's male. I'm pretty sure he's just a guy, but he has like long hair and he's like feminine looking. Oh, because he does plays. That's right. He does performances dressed as a woman. That's right. I completely forgot about that. Oh my gosh. That's right. He only dresses like that on stage, though. I feel like if he was meant to be a representation of some kind, they would have shown him like that in another way. But I don't think so. That's right. I completely forgot that he performed. Oh my god, my brain felt like it like shot off a fire. Like it, like it excited me to remember that tidbit. He simply doesn't care, you think? They don't stay together. I'm gonna tell you this now. They do not stay together. But they do love each other. I don't want you to get your hopes up and then be disappointed when you find out that they are not together. Because that was truly heartbreaking for all of us when he walked away. You have to have faith. In my mind, I think that they do. I think that because Nezumi does intend to come back. It's just like, I forget what comes up that he has to leave. But, like, in my mind, he for sure comes back. Like, I don't think he would leave. And with the thought of never returning. After everything. It always felt bittersweet to me because in my mind, it was never a question of if he was coming back. Banana Fish. I couldn't finish Banana Fish. I got sad. I got sad. Ash just makes me sad as like a character. Like when we started finding out stuff about his background and stuff, I was like, I can't do this. I know how it ends and I don't want to see it. He comes back. I remember people saying something about him coming back, but I'll have to like look for the new novel. I would have to read all of it again. But like right now what I'm trying to get into is literature, Spanish literature or Latin literature. I'm hoping to expand my knowledge into Latin literature. So I think I'll be listening to like whatever audiobooks I can find of Latin literature when I do my walks. Banana Fish really messed you up. All I know is that like he does, like Ash dies in it, and that's about it. And that like a bunch of people die. The other guy also dies. That's about it. Because I didn't want to know more. I didn't want to be involved anymore than that. Las venas abiertas de Latinoamérica. You need silence to read? You can't listen, or you can't put like headphones on? Like not even music? Would that also distract you? You can't, do you have libraries? Is that a thing? As ignorant as that sounds, I don't know if that's available in all countries or not. Everything distracts you. You gotta do like an audiobook so you can do other stuff while you're listening to it. Not close, no? Damn. That sucks. Trying to think about other animes I really liked as a young person. Oh, I really liked Psychopaths. Psychopaths was an anime that my friend and I watched that were into anime in high school. Me and him were the only ones who were like into it. So like we could only talk with each other about it. And so whenever a new episode came out, we would like talk about it in class. We'd be like, oh my gosh, did you see the new Psychopaths? And we watched Haikyuu. I need to be reading a book. I don't really process stuff by listening. Yeah, I was gonna say, do both. She did the art for the manga. I've never read the manga for the manga for Psychopaths. This is not good by any means. I don't know what's going on. Why I can't do this. I've drawn, like, I feel like I have to, like, prove that I've done this. I've drawn it better before, okay? I promise. I have to pull it up because this is absolutely insane. Like, like, this is things I've drawn, okay? I do good normally. I don't know why I'm having such a hard time today. It's just been too long. I'm too out of practice. Fuck, I'm screwed. If I'm having this hard of a time, I'm screwed. I don't know how I'm gonna do the anniversary stuff if I can't fucking draw. I'm cooked. We'll just, like, leave this here so people think that this is what I did today and not something that I completed months ago. Let me see. Why is that still up? There we go. I'm a great artist, thank you. I try my fucking best. Let's see. Whomst is on. I don't see anyone I know who's on right now. This is a problem. So we'll just end here for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it. As I said, I'm trying to get back into making sure I stream every week. So in the evenings on Saturday, I will be here. Thank you. Next stream, I'll have a plan. I'll come up with something for next stream for sure. And we can do something then. Till next time, thank you. If you're watching on YouTube, please make sure you like the stream. It helps me get recommended and helps the channel grow. Thank you, Kicking Your Grass, Lexi, for being in chat. Thank you, Fluffy, for being in chat. Thank you, Axis, for being in chat. Thank you, Tyler, for being in chat. I think that was it. Oh, Carlos was in here earlier as well. And Shadow was also in here earlier as well. Let's see. Shadow. Unknown was also in here earlier. RJ was here earlier. Okay, that's everybody. Everybody that was in chat. And if you weren't in chat, that's okay. I appreciate you watching anyway. So I'll see you guys next week. Bye. Good night.